Hey y'all, this is Amanda with She's a Mad Gardener, and today I'm going to be potting up several small houseplants for our home. I wanted to go ahead and just do the process right off the bat. I'm just going to plant them all up, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the individual plants in the containers and talk about how I approached it. Hope you guys enjoy. And remember, if you're new, please subscribe below, and if you're an old friend returning, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos are posted. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that quick run through of houseplants being potted up in my new pots. I thought I'd just do that right off the bat, and then I can jump into some of the new varieties that I'll have in my home. On the potting, I utilize just little pots that I purchased at places such as Lowe's, or one of my favorite places is Walmart. This is one of my favorite little pots that you can get from Walmart, white, geometric. They're $2.50. And it has a larger version, which is just under $4, I believe. And so I love them. They go very well with the theme of my home and the look, and they pot up these plants really well. And then the soil I used was Miracle-Gro potting mix. It's always worked really well for indoor plants for me, and I really enjoy that. And then my fertilizer I use is the Miracle-Gro indoor plant food, and you can pump this directly into the plant, or you can add this to water and then fertilize through watering as well. Okay, let's jump into different varieties of houseplants. Now, if you're one of those people who's like, I kill everything, I'm totally there with you. I kill stuff all the time. I have issues with plants all the time, and I feel like, yes, houseplants can be a little fussy, but the point is to know what you're buying. So when you pick up a plant to look at and you're in love with it, if there's not someone to tell you all about it and you don't have a little card, maybe put it down and do a little research before you take it home. I like, a lot of these plants are purchased from Walmart and Lowe's this time around. They each came with their own little tag to talk about what variety they are and to give me information about how to care for them, such as this one right there. This one's called, where did I take this? Okay, this one's called Florida Beauty. And so it asks for medium light. So, you know, I could probably put it on a windowsill or an office or my home or something like that. I don't want it in a window that's gonna get direct light all day. I wanna pull it back from there a little bit. It's an easy to grow to plant, and it likes to be fertilized once a month. Super easy to care for. I keep all my little tags in the back of my plants. Now, if you're looking for a tried and true houseplant that will be next to impossible to kill, but will give you a lot of pleasure and enjoyment from it, you can go with a pothos. And this one is this one right here. This one is called the Marble Queen pothos right here. They like low light, so I actually have a beautiful pothos in my bathroom that's hanging in the bathroom. I don't get a lot of light in there, but it's done beautifully. It doesn't grow super fast or anything like that, but because obviously it's not getting much light, but it does really well in that space. This is a very easy to grow design. I actually have one back here that you might not be able to see out of the camera, but it will grow in vines. It will grow out and fill and drape, and over the years you can kind of hang it and drape the vines in different places. But you only water this when it looks like it needs to be watered. When the soil's dry and the leaves look a little bit limp, you'll go ahead and water it, and you only fertilize this one once a month as well. Okay, this sweet little plant is called a Purple Passion. I bought it legit because it's purple, and I graduated from Texas Christian University and I love purple. So I bought it. I thought it was a cool, funky little plant. Its leaves are almost a little bit iridescent with the purple color and a little fuzzy. This guy prefers medium light, and then he's kind of just like a fun collector's plant. He's a fast grower, so that'll be really interesting to watch. I can actually already see at some of the different nodes in here, I can see some more little leaves developing. So this will be super fun to watch this guy come along. And this guy only gets fertilized every 3 months. So that's even better for me. Love that, that I don't have to pay attention to it as much. And then it's only supposed to be watered once the soil is dry. Okay, while we're on the subject of purple foliage, this one right here is called a Purple Waffle, and it prefers medium light. You only water once the soil is dry, but the leaves are like a dark green on top and then like a purple tone underneath, which I think is just so pretty. This is a fast grower, and he's only watered once it's dry, and then it fertilizes every 3 months as well. But I just love like the dark color right beside this kind of white geometric pot. Okay, this one's called a teardrop, and just so you know, I'll put all the scientific names on the screen just so you guys can easily look these up. But this one is known for its kind of teardrop shaped leaves, nice shiny foliage. It prefers medium to high light sources. So this one will definitely be kept closer to a window. And then you only water it when the top area is dry as well. And then this one only fertilizes, let me see, 2 to 4 months. So that's kind of nice too, because I don't really have to pay as much attention to this one as well. But I love the bold shape of the leaves. It really kind of draws your attention. It's something different. I can see the way the leaves are cut, that water would just kind of, if it was raining, it would kind of just collect in this little space. Okay, this one right here is called Marginata Bicolor. It prefers medium light. It prefers that you only water it once the soil feels dry. It's very easy to grow. I really love the spike. It's just very different from any of the other plants that I've got here. Adds a little bit of height. It's about a medium growth and you only have to fertilize it once a week. But I don't know if you can see the variegation on these. It's green in the center, a little bit of white, and just a little bit of a fuchsia pink on the outside of the leaves. Okay, first off, I love this little pot. It is a little bitty pig, so stinking cute. He has a little curly tail at the back and his little legs. Love him, love him, love him. Now, this guy does not have a hole in the bottom of the pot, so I really will have to pay attention, make sure I don't overwater this guy, just to make sure that he stays healthy and I don't have any kind of fungus or anything like that growing in it. This one right here is called a Bettina Ivy, which I just love it. I mean, doesn't this little pig look like it should be called Bettina? Shouldn't that be its name? B-E-T-T-I-N-A? Maybe I'll just call it Tina for short. But love this sweet little ivy. It prefers medium light and only water once it feels dry on top. It's easy to grow, medium rate grower, and you're fertilizing once a month. But it has variegated leaves that are kind of like a pale green with white on the edges. Almost a little bit of silver in here, but not much. Okay, this one right here is called Cream Illusion Arrowhead Plant. And you can see why it's called arrowhead based on the shape of these particular leaves. This guy prefers low light, water when the soil feels dry, it's easy to grow, and it has a medium growth rate. You only fertilize about once a month with this guy. He's got I picked out this one particular plant, and you should really think about it when you're looking at plants, when you pick them up to purchase them. Really inspect the plant. Check the plant to make sure you don't see any kind of bugs, any kind of rot or anything like this. But I chose this particular guy because look at all these sweet little leaves that are coming up. So this is all new growth down here, which just means this guy is going to blossom out and be absolutely gorgeous. So really pay attention that you pick a nice healthy plant to start off with. Don't pick someone that looks sad or that looks like it has maybe black spots or mealy bugs or all kinds of infestations like that. Really pay attention to it and make sure you're choosing a good one. All right, this is a begonia variety and it's actually called Rex, which I think is kind of fun. I think maybe we'll nickname this guy T-Rex, which my kids will absolutely love. Its leaves on the top are kind of like a dull gray with kind of white silvery spots and a little bit of an iridescent quality. And then the back is green with maroon veining. This guy prefers medium light, water when the soil is dry. It's kind of a unique look to it, so it's not your typical look, which I love that it has a little bit of that maroon color, and I think that's super fun. It's a fast grower, and it prefers to be fertilized once a month. And I know I mentioned the fertilizer at the very beginning, but for those of y'all who worry about that kind of stuff, like, oh, I'll never remember to fertilize, set an alarm on your phone. Make it something that's on your calendar so it reminds you once a month to step up and take care of all your plants. And when you utilize a fertilizer such as this, something as simple like this, it's just one pump into there. Or if you don't want to go straight into the plant, you can mix this with water and do it as part of your watering schedule. Super easy. And for those of you who are like, I'm gonna forget to water, same thing. Set an alarm on your phone. Set it as a date to, remind you every 2 weeks or at the beginning of every week, or make it part of your, Sunday evening routine to check all the plants before you go to bed that evening. Things along those lines. Give yourself a routine to follow and you will be able to keep up with items like this. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of short run through on houseplants varieties. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and put these throughout my house and show you how I utilize plants in decor in my home. I'm gonna photograph all of these, and then as I'm photographing, as I'm showing these in the video, I'm gonna go ahead and put the names on the bottom of them so you guys can reference them and look them up. But I wanna show that plants don't all have to just be collected in one area. Based on how much light they need, if they need heavier light, they need to be towards a window. If they need less light, they need to be further away. But based on how much light they need, they can be passed and displayed throughout your entire home. Make sure that when you're displaying plants, if they are something that is dangerous for dogs or children, make sure you're putting them up at a height where dogs or children can't access them. That's something to really kind of consider as well. Make sure you're not placing them directly under some type of vent or something along those lines that might blow hot or too cold air on them constantly. So that's something that's very important, but just be aware. Put it in a space, watch it for a couple of weeks. If it doesn't look happy, move it. Absolutely move it. Once again, I hope you guys enjoy checking out all these plants in my space. Thanks so much for joining me today. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else she wants to be. Be sure to click the notification bell and also click to be a subscriber to my channel. Hope to see you guys soon, and I can't wait to show you my next video.